along the busy streets of this city. Together with the noise, the traffic, and the bright lights, a young woman is walking. Her name is Rukundo. Rukundo worked long hours today. She worked past the official working hours. She did not want to go home. She is feeling depressed and afraid of being alone. So this late evening, she is walking through crowded streets to return to a small, quiet one-bedroom apartment that is her home. Though surrounded by people, Rukundo often feels alone. Deep inside, she longs for love, someone to talk to, someone to hold on to. Despite her want for love, Rukundo is being patient. She doesn't want to make the same mistake that she made a few months ago. In July of last year, she met a man who seemed to bring that warmth. Matsuko was his name. Matsuko called her 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. He sent sweet texts and talked about a future with kids and grandkids who would carry on his bloodline. Rukundo's heart quickly fell for him. She didn't wait. She didn't ask. She didn't have time to see how his words and actions matched up. She just believed in him. She didn't give time a chance to show her who her new boyfriend was. She believed everything he said about himself. She made the choice to give him her time, her feelings, and everything else about her. However, slowly, after a few encounters with Matsuko in her own bedroom, he began to change. His telephone calls became fewer. His text messages became short. His promises faded into silence. One day, he stopped reaching out completely. No explanation, no farewell. He simply disappeared into thin air. As a result, Rukundo started feeling more alone than before she had met him. She felt excruciating regret. She wondered why she had chosen to quickly offer her trust and body, only to be exploited by this now stranger. She stopped hanging out with friends. She ignored her parents and siblings. Even the things she once enjoyed, music, evening walks, the city lights, lost their meaning. I was not enough, she whispered to herself in the quiet of her home. Days passed, then weeks. One evening she sat on a bench in the city square. She watched people rush by. She was lost in her own thoughts. She did not notice when an older woman sat beside her. "Young lady," the woman said, gently stirring her from her daydreams, "why do you look so lost in a city that is quite overloaded with opportunities?" Rukundo sighed. "What opportunities, when I cannot even find love in it?" The woman nodded slowly and replied, "No, you tend to run ahead of love, and as a result, you lose it due to your own impatience. You cannot even tell what is true or false. You rush," the old woman asserted. Those words stayed with Rukundo. From that day she began to change, not all at once, but little by little. She started stepping outside more often. She returned to her work with focus. She allowed herself to feel the pain of deceit and the facades of love she had experienced, and she stopped chasing quick comfort. She learned to enjoy her own company. She learned to listen to her own thoughts. She learned to wait. The city did not change, but she did. Months later, one evening, as the sun set behind the tall city buildings and the sky turned gold, Rukundo sat on the balcony of her apartment. She was feeling light at heart and merry. She was smiling, not because someone had come into her life, but because she had found peace within herself. She realized something she had never understood before. Love is not something to run after. It is something that grows with time. When love eventually comes along her way, it will find a woman who is patient, observes clearly, and has an ability to protect her heart. This, in the quiet of her home, she healed herself by practicing restraint when presented with offers of love. She learned that patience helps one to avoid trouble, and it also can assist one to heal from past pains. Please subscribe to my channel, and please learn to be patient. Do not give your heart and body quickly simply because someone has said they love you. Love takes time. Please be kind to yourself.